Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Runers. We are doing okay. We got pretty hammered on that boss fight. Hopefully we could get some health back, but unfortunately we only have one doctor perk thus far. The perks have not been particularly kind with us. So there's that. But we'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm really hoping I can get a bit of health here. Doesn't look like it though. Doesn't look like it at all. Oh well. Again, could be better, could be worse. But yeah, no, I was asked previous episode, maybe 2 episodes ago, I don't freaking, it's somewhere earlier in this run, what is my favorite game? And again, I honestly don't think I will ever have a good answer for that, because again, I have so many weird criteria for like games that I like, but I've never actually thought of, oh shoot, it's the zombie boss. Oh well, I've got pretty good clearing potential. As long as we're not like hella slow, we should be fine. Also, his zombie hordes will take themselves out of the picture, which is kind of nice. I really like those holy zones. They make my life so much easier. I don't even know where the boss is at this point. I'm just shooting pell-mell and hoping for the best. Seems to be working. Oh, you know what? He went underground. He does that. Either way, I do all sorts of damage to him. See, this is the mini-boss that is fun to fight. In fact, I'm just going to pile drive into him for a second. Never mind, that was a bad idea. He does poison clads. Actually, oh, he's underground. That's what's going on here. Oh, that's okay. Could be worse, but I think the problem is I simply just don't have a basic criteria in my head that says, yeah, I'll probably be fine on this. Let's actually tank up for a second. Go invincible. Yeah, stasis is kind of concerning, but considering I've got reduced room auras and some other issues, I'm not terribly worried about this. Alright, knowledge of rooms, element of mastery, wild burst, or banshee's wail. Let's go with wild burst. And crit chance. Might as well. What's our crit chance anyway? No idea. Oh, at least we get some health. Glad I went with mummy on this one. I think we'd have a lot harder trouble against certain things. Oh, Night Soliam. Let's keep going. But yeah, no, I don't have a criteria for a favorite game at all. I don't think I ever will. I guess the problem is it's very hard for a game to truly stand out in my mind as favorite. Maybe it's because I play too many games that I just kind of get inundated with them, and I've never been able to like truly form the opinion of like a favorite. There are definitely games that like I remember very fondly. There's that. So it's like Space Station Silicon Valley. Almost nobody probably will remember that one. Well, maybe some people. It was kind of like a weird, I don't know if it was a rare game or not, but it was definitely like of rare quality. Rare being the company, not rares and rarity. But it was like this weird cult hit type game. And you don't get a whole lot of like cult hits on the N64. The game was, that console was fairly mainstream and stuff like that. But it was about as cult hit as you could get, as far as the N64 goes, and it was just an absolutely brilliant game. And unfortunately, like going back to it now, it's actually kind of broken and mediocre. But that's just age more than anything. Wow, they all died. That is convenient. But like, that is one of the few games that I can remember super fondly. And I don't think I will ever think poorly of it just because of how, well, I mean, I was just dissing it a little bit for being old. But, I guess it's one of those where it truly feels like one of the few games in the N64 that was just pure unadulterated fun. It did have its shitty sections, but it was such a unique concept for the time that it was just a really fun game to play. And honestly, that's true of a lot of things. Okay. Oh. Wait, no, okay, we're not fighting a mini-boss here. However, I should probably take out this portal. Holy shit. I forgot about that spell. That spell is concerning looking. Either way, we're actually back up to full health. Took us a while, but we made it. Glad we got the doctor perk along the way. Also, there is actually a rune in here. How did I forget that? Oh, there it is. It's because our inventory's full. Duh. Well, let's, I guess, just buff everything. Because that size is getting really big, which is great. I guess I could probably, yeah, no, I should definitely start pumping dark runes into it, too. I've been lazy about upgrading my spells. Unfortunately, it's because it takes so freaking long when you're using the controller. I'm glad they added controller support to this game, but it takes forever. But yeah, no. I don't think I'll ever truly have a favorite game. I could probably narrow it down to like favorite game of X year. That's probably pretty doable. But favorite game ever? Good luck. And we're already done with the floor, actually. Let's just grab that and run. Oh, no, there's actually one room I haven't been in. But considering we have a bunch of health drops lying around, I'm not terribly worried about what's going on here. Off we go. Oh. Nope, never mind. I do actually have a favorite game. I don't think I've ever actually really mentioned this before. I think part of the problem is I don't mention it very often because it makes me sad. Masters of Orion 2, specifically. Masters of Orion 2 is my favorite game of all time. And unless a 4X game can come in and depose that game, I think it will remain my favorite game of all time for a very long time. Unfortunately, the 4X strategy series or genre has been just bereft of any solid contender since, so it's just kind of like, well, never mind then. It's such a weird thing, though, for me, especially, to say this, because I don't play 4X strategy games, ever. I just don't. It's just not something I play, on YouTube especially. And I think part of the problem is, like, it's a huge time commitment, but I think I'm just so saddened by the I'm so saddened by the loss of the industry, the 4X game industry, and the sheer lack of any kind of the sheer lack of any kind of replacement. Oh, Shrinkify. Perfect. I was expecting something else. And we get the Doctor perk, if I can make it over there. Let's see. So, for those of you that don't know about Masters of Orion, it is... Oh, shoot, what's a good example? If you've ever played Endless Space, Masters of Orion is a deeper, tighter version of Endless Space. If you've never played Endless Space, Sword of the Stars, Galactic Civilizations, trying to think of what other ones. I mean, honestly, it's just truly the best space-based 4X being, you know, explore. I don't even remember the specific acronym. I guess not even an acronym. I don't even remember what 4X specifically stands for. But games like Civilization, Sword of the Stars, Galactic Civilization, they're all 4X strategy games where you're exploring, you're building your civilization, you're gathering resources, and you're conquering other people. And Masters of Orion was the best out of all of them, in my opinion. And I think it will remain this way for a very long time, just because, except for you know, Sid Meier still doing, you know, 4X games, there just haven't been really a whole lot of solid contenders. Like, I like Endless Space, but it just ain't as good. Alright, so that's maxed out. No, I don't have anything that takes shock runes. But so, like, what makes it stand it apart is there are a bunch of different races. Each of them feels very unique. There's the, like, science race, but they, like, truly stand out as far as, like, science goes. Whereas in, like, most games, it's just like, oh, you get your technology sooner. But the game had a really interesting, honestly kind of broken system of, as far as, like, getting technology goes, where if your race was creative, you could get every single technology on the list. If your race was, uncreative, you'd only get one on the list, and if you were just regular, you get everything in the middle. Kind of, sort of. It would be, like, randomly picked, but you get, like, 2 out of 3 or something like that. So a bit broken, but it had, like, interesting perks. So, unlike in Endless Space, where it's just purely based on numbers, there were a lot of, like, weird perks that you could get, like telepathy, which made it so you never had to invade a planet ever, you just mind controlled them. It was really, really powerful. So it made, you know, the race that specifically had that ability, A, really effective generally, and really scary to go against, because normally, say somebody takes your planet, they have to bring in troop ships, and you can usually, like, intercept them and or kill them. and it's just generally less threatening. This race would just run in, take your stuff, nothing you can do about it. The science people, who, you know, had every technology ever, ended up being really powerful in the end game. Whereas, like, in Endless Space, most races always feel kind of balanced, but so samey that it's meaningless. Whereas in this game, like, every race had true personality apart from, like, just being slightly more aggressive than the other ones, if that makes sense. So if you've ever played Endless Space, or if you haven't, there are, you know, races that are super aggressive and will, like, attack you no matter what, and then pretty much everybody else either will attack you if you're standing on something they want, or never. Really does depend. But so when I like in Masters of Rhine, you'll end up with races that are like super into trading, and they just will not fight you generally unless, again, you're standing on something that they want, but they like actually had weird personality. It's kind of like why everybody was comparing Civilization Beyond Earth. Wow, it's another mini boss. I think this one's Imp Prime. It looks like it. Yeah, it's Imp Prime. Glad I have a lot of health sitting around. But so, like, when people compare Civilization Beyond Earth to Alpha Centauri, it's for a very good reason, because, oh shoot, are you the guy? You're the guy that all of these rings are coming from. I guess I'm just gonna grab his butt and hold on to it. Let's see. Add a new spell to my arsenal. Lights Nova. Yeah, I can. Okay. Might as well. In fact, I think I'm gonna get rid of Prismatic Devil for the time being, because I don't really need it. It's not doing us a whole lot of good. And we might as well just buff it up. Because I do have a triple. Should probably use the triple. I'll get to it in a second. I probably have plenty of things that I can use as far as it goes anyway. So, Runedex. And Undiscovered. So we've got Fire Mind Speed. Which, not exactly making in the order, but Pyromaniac. Ooh. Cooldown is long, though. Okay. That sounds interesting. I'm going to get rid of Unholy Devil, and we'll keep that as one of ours. And I'll get rid of the extra light sphere, because it's not super useful. But ranting, go. But I guess it's just one of those, like, in both Alpha Centauri and Masters of Rhine, there's like a lot of weird personality to it. The other thing is, like, there were planets that were like specifically ancient runes that would have like crazy technology that was super unique to the game. Well, like to the planet. So there's like Orion specifically that has this ship called the Guardian, and if you can beat it, you get like a crazy power boost and all sorts of stuff. And so everybody, like even the AIs, were just racing to get this thing. And that was always kind of a cool thing, because if you manage to get it, you get like the black hole generator, so suddenly you can like just implode other people's ships. It was great. And that was just such a unique thing for me. Ooh, triple combiner. And floor 9. Wow, we're almost done. But just overall, the flavor was so good. The visuals were nice. Even the like structures that you built on your planets felt like they made a difference instead of just being a number. And like, yeah, in a lot of 4X games, there are ones that truly help. And Civilization makes a nice difference where like a lot of structures do help out along the way. But it never feels as impactful as I'd like it to be. And so, I don't know. I guess the other thing I haven't really talked about is I played this game for years. Hours upon hours, days upon days. Oh, right, the other thing I didn't mention about the game that sets it out, you could customize every ship. There are like 100 weapons, and a lot of them felt very similar, but a number of them weren't. And that was the coolest thing, and you just can't do that in most games. Like, if you could, in Civilization Beyond Earth, go in and adjust what your, like, pseudo-spaceship whatever dealio has on it, like the loadout, the weapon, so if it's like short range, long range, repeater fire, stuff like that, Oh, shoot. Well, this has become concerning. Assuming I can survive this, we're fine. However, I'm in a very hairy position here. Should probably turn off Lights Nova. God damn it. Why did I do this? I'm just gonna rely on those two spells for the time being. I mean, if we lose here, not the end of the world. Just kind of sucks. Damn it. Let's grab some health. Didn't even realize what I was doing specifically. I was just kind of like on autopilot. And that's a bad move. I'm missing with every single shot. At least we have Black Wind to do stuff for us. Once we take out some of these guys, we're okay. Oh god, the burrower. I failed though. I ran out of time. Alright, well, we're in Interrupt's chance. It's better than losing. That was stupid. But, yeah. No, you could just do so many things in Masters of Orion that just most 4X strategy games haven't done since. And the reason why I'm like so salty about it and don't mention it very often and haven't played it is because I didn't die, got close. Is because the sequel to Masters of Orion, I think the company Micropose is out of business. Yeah, it absolutely went out of business. But it got bought out by, I want to say EA. No, it got bought out by Atari. So it gets bought out by, holy shit, I forgot. These goddamn wisps do so much damage. I might die just as a result of that room instead. Let's see if we get lucky here. That is a risky spell. We did not get any health for that one. Ooh. Okay. We're lucking out here for a second. Do we get a health? No health. Okay. Well, I mummied. Oh well, I died. Not a big deal. But yeah, so I think Atari acquired Micropose, the company that made the Masters of Orion series. And Masters of Orion 3 was just one of the biggest shit shows of a game you will ever see. It was extremely, extremely disappointing. I've played a little bit, and it's kind of fun, but it doesn't feel like the same game anymore. And that's like super depressing. Because there's never going to be a Masters of Orion 4, probably. And so you see a lot of indie games that are trying to make the exact same game. Like, there are a lot of indie companies that are trying to make Masters of Orion 4. And they just aren't succeeding. Which is depressing, but someday somebody will do it. And that is really encouraging. I actually follow an inordinate amount of people on Twitter trying to find somebody making the game. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Runers, which probably will be sooner than I thought. I really do enjoy playing this game, and I should play it more often, especially to the point where I can actually clear the final level and see the story stuff. But god damn, is this game hard sometimes. Anyway, like I was saying, see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.